Hey, how's it going? I wanted to pop in and talk to you about what's going on right now. We're having a big shift of energy. Today, Mercury moves into Pisces. Venus has already moved into Pisces. So we're going from all this Aquarius energy of just kind of a lot of air and intellectual and information coming through. And now we're moving into this water energy. And Pisces is about our dreams, our connection to source, but also about our delusions and our fantasies. And so there's a very interesting energy going on, but we've got the sun tomorrow moving into Pisces. So we've already got Neptune and Chiron in Pisces, long-standing residents there. And then we've got Venus, Mercury moving in today, the sun moving in tomorrow. So it's like, whoa, all of a sudden from this airy kind of detached energy of Aquarius and electrical and information, and then moving into the water. And so the thing about Pisces energy is that it's really difficult to tell what's true and what's not true. So we've got when the sun moves in tomorrow, we're going to feel a huge shift of energy and into this emotional, sensitive. So what's happened is that we had that powerful eclipse this week on Thursday, and that was all this Aquarius energy and this kind of electrical information just kind of flashing into our lives, and our whole life maybe feeling like it's changing based on new information. But now we're confused about we could be confused about what this information means. And a lot of times, we've talked about when the truth comes to be revealed, it's not that fun. And a lot of times it's easier and more peaceful, it seems like, to kind of stick to the way things have been in our life and stay safe in our old way of thinking. And so we're in this strange place here for these next couple weeks until early March, when Mercury and Venus will move into Aries. And so we're in this place of kind of being in this, what does this all mean? And can I trust what I feel? And did that information actually come through? Or can I stick my head in the sand and pretend it didn't come through? And so this is a big shift of energy into this watery and emotions coming up. Aquarius is very detached. It's like, la, 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 la. I'm out here in the stars and everything's cool. Pisces is very different. It's a connection to source. There's a great opportunity for feeling more connected, feeling an energetic communion with source energy, with God, with creator, whatever you want to call it. But at the same time, we're having this interesting energy around sorting through the information that's come through and kind of what can we trust and what do we know? And sometimes when we get new information and change of perspective so fast, it makes us cling to the old. And so the energy we're feeling today is the exact Mars in Sagittarius, the sign of seeking, the studier, the wanting to teach and learn, and the philosophy behind things, going beyond the veil. And Mars, the warrior, is in that sign of Sagittarius in an exact square today with Neptune in Pisces, just as we're having this shift into all these Pisces energy. So we're kind of having this place of like, am I a warrior right now for truth and clearing the slate in my life and facing my internal shadows and what's been keeping me from moving forward? Or am I fighting to keep my delusions and fighting to keep into the narrow, safe box of where we are? And it's a little bit uncomfortable, and it's just kind of going to be like this for the next couple of weeks. At the same time, it's a great time to vision and dream. It's kind of a nice time these next couple of weeks to just get out of your mental construct and the figuring out of things and just kind of sit and observe what's happening and be open to new ways of seeing things, but not too hard on yourself around, trying to figure out exactly what things mean right now. Because I don't think things are going to really make sense. We've had this huge influx of energy and information coming through with this last solar eclipse in Aquarius, but it's not necessarily going to make a lot of sense until we move forward in the cycle. And so like I said, Mercury and Venus moving into Aries in the beginning of March will change things, that first week of March. So these next few weeks, we're just kind of floating along in this Pisces energy, and it's good to just sit back and try to observe what's going on, not try to figure it out with our intellectual mind, let our emotions flow. The other thing that's happening is that Jupiter is almost to its retrograde degree of 23 degrees Scorpio. It's at 22 right now. So at the end of the month, it'll be at 23, taking that retrograde on March 9th, I believe. And so that is because all the planets are direct. We're really feeling the shadows. Jupiter is this big energy of amplification and light. It's a ruler of Sagittarius. So super activated by Mars in Sagittarius right now. In the sign, Jupiter's in the sign of the shadow of Scorpio, of going underneath the water, wanting to find the truth and going into the muck. But this about to turn retrograde energy, once it gets retrograde, it won't be so kind of uncomfortable, but this kind of waiting to turn retrograde, and all these planets in Pisces are it's just kind of putting us in this place of like, what's going on? You know, like, can I trust what I know? Can I trust what I used to think? Can I trust what other people are telling me? What's real, what's not real, and it's kind of like, maybe it's a really great opportunity to just use this time to your advantage, and kind of sit back and experience and observe, let your emotions flow. Because as Jupiter takes this retrograde back into Scorpio, it's going back over the wreckage of what's kind of like, we've had an explosion of this shadows energy in our life. Jupiter brings light and expansion to whatever it touches. And so in Scorpio, that's death, rebirth, transformation, our early childhood issues, our shadow side, and our deep inner pain that we might not have wanted to look at, you know? So with this information coming in with this Aquarius eclipse, it's kind of like, oh, do I want to see that? Or do I want to put my head in the sand? So we're kind of like fighting, you know, with this Mars energy, fighting, you know, are we fighting for the truth, to come clean in our life, to lighten our load and move forward with a lighter heart and with forgiveness and deeper understanding? Or are we fighting to hold on to our narrow perspective that's kept us trapped? And so this is, you know, individually and collectively right now, you know, just, I wanted to just kind of pop in and talk about this Pisces energy, because it's a big shift of energy from this airy-fairy Aquarius energy into kind of just some heavy, deep into the waters of the collective consciousness and the subconscious, and in a very confusing time. And I found that like people with a lot of Pisces in their chart are so intuitive and so psychic, but they don't trust what they know. And this is what we're going through right now. Can I trust the information or not? And who, you know, can I trust myself? Can I trust outside sources? Like, what's going on in the world? And really what's going on in the world is that the veils are lessening. The veils between us and deeper out there realities are starting to lessen, but it's really strange when that process happens. So, this next couple of days, we're going to be feeling that shift in the Pisces energies. Just know that. Just sit tight, ride the wave, let the emotions come, and let yourself be confused and not have to know exactly what's going on as we move into this next chapter. So I will see you as we move into, there's a powerful full moon on the 1st of March. And so I hope you'll join me for that live activation or catch it on the replay. And I'll be put out more information about that real soon. So enjoy this move into Pisces energy. Let yourself dream and float and connect with the bigger source of this universe. And don't try to figure out too much right now. Just let everything settle and be quiet within and keeping that connection. So thanks so much for joining me. Until next time, I'm Adrienne Elise. Namaste.